Good morning, everyone. Today, let us start with the second chapter of ncert Science, Class 6 Components of Food. So, yeah, it's the again I'm seeing it when I posted the first chapter's video. I told you that it's an English explanation. I have given you the Hindi explanation. This explanation is being done for your benefit so that you will be easily able to write the answers in English. Okay, so first you will watch that previous video explained in Hindi, then you will watch this video explanation in English so that it will help you to write answers in English. Okay, components of food. So in last chapter we read that we eat different kind of variety of food every day. Every meal has different food. Why? There are This is because we have to eat different food at different times, because every single food item doesn't contain every kind of nutrients. What are nutrients? The components present in a food item are called nutrients, which help us to do everything. If we will need energy, from where the energy comes in our body, the nutrients present in food gives us energy, but not every food contains every nutrient. Okay, some food have one nutrient, another food have another nutrient. Means not every nutrient will be present in one food. That's why we eat different kind of food every time, so that we could get every type of nutrients in our body. What are types of nutrients? It's protein, carbohydrate, fat, carbohydrate, fat, calcium, vitamin, minerals. Okay, these are all types of nutrients which our body needs to work. Now there is a activity where they have checked that how we could check that which food contains which nutrient. So for carbohydrate, the main carbohydrate found in our food are in the form of starch and sugar. So starch or sugar के form में, means in the form of starch and sugar, every food contains carbohydrate. If that food contains starch, it contains carbohydrate. So how we will check that? Like, they have took a small food item which is a raw ingredient. In that they put some drops of iodine solution, and they observe the change in color of the food, which must be blue or black. If the food changes in the color of blue or black, then it contains starch, which means it has amount of carbohydrate present in it. Okay, you can check this test with other type of food, so that you can check whether this food contains starch or not. Okay, for protein, take a small quantity of food item, then put some grind or mash small quantity of food item. You have to take that and put some in food in test tube, and drop 10 drops of water to it and shake the test tube very well. Now use the dropper and add copper sulfate and 10 drops of caustic soda solution in the test tube. Then shake it well, and after few minutes you will notice the change in color. If the color changes to violet, then the food contains protein. Okay, for example, here they have written that, does raw potato contains starch? Yes, they checked it. In milk there is protein. Groundnut, it has fat. Like this they have checked it with different types of food. Now for fats also, how they have we can check. Take a small quantity of food item, wrap it in a piece of paper and crush it. Take care of the paper that the paper does not tear. Now straighten the paper and observe it carefully. Does it have any oily patch? It means when you just take a food item which contains fat, if you will wrap them in a paper and just mash it or crash it, then you will see some oily patch in the paper. The paper will be getting wetty. That means that food contains fat. If doesn't get oily patch, then it doesn't contain fat. Okay? Therefore, we understood that how can we check whether the food contains carbohydrate or protein or fat. Okay? Now there are more nutrients which are called vitamins and minerals. Now how now that present in food and item, why do we need all these nutrients? Why do we need all these nutrients? What does these nutrients do for our body? Carbohydrate mainly provide energy to our body. Our body need energy, so carbohydrate provides energy to our body. That's why in breakfast everyone should eat carbohydrate food. Fat also gives us energy, but fat give energy, but as well as weakness, laziness also give. If we have eaten more amount of carbohydrate food that our body don't need that much, we have ate excess amount of it, then carbohydrate slowly converts into fat and our body became more healthy in sense we became more fat because carbohydrate has been consumed by us in a excess quantity. Okay, now here till here we can understand that fat and carbohydrate are energy giving food, but excess of eating anything is loss for us. So we should eat everything but in a proper quantity. Now protein is also very helpful for our body as it helps to repair the body. As if anyone gets hurt at any part or anyone is growing, now that particular person needs to consume as much as protein it can consume, because protein helps us to repair our body, helps in growth of our body. If you will eat protein during your, if you are unhealthy, if you are not sick, or a baby child who is just growing now needs protein, because he is growing, he need energy and protein to develop his body, to grow his body. That's why protein is also known as body building nutrient. Okay, now vitamin A keeps our body health, skin and eyes healthy. Vitamin C helps body to fight against other diseases. Vitamin D helps our body to use calcium for bones and teeth. Food that are rich in vitamins are shown. See here, every kind of food has been shown. In fact, 2.3 here has been shown potato, sugarcane, sweet potato, wheat, rice, bajra, maize. These food contain carbohydrates, so you have to learn that which food contain carbohydrate, this one, and then you have to learn which food contain fat, plant sources and animal sources. The food of the plant sources which contain fat are nuts, groundnuts, sunflower oil, soybean oil, mustard oil. And for animal product there is fish, egg, ghee, butter, milk, cream. Okay, here you can see the products which has protein in them, which are again plant products are different, animal products are different. Animal product contains milk, paneer, egg, meat. Plant product contains moong, gram, tuar dal, beans, soya bean. Okay, then again here there is a given vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D. So you have to learn the examples that which food contains which nutrient. Okay, you have to learn it. And here which vitamin keeps our body, skin and eyes healthy? It's vitamin A. Which vitamin helps us to fight against diseases? Vitamin C. Vitamin D is the vitamin or nutrient which help us to use our calcium for bones and teeth. Okay. Minerals are needed by our body in small amount. Minerals are also needed in small amount, but they are needed. Protein called bodybuilding, we learnt about it. Vitamin B complex and all, here it is given. So yeah. Now Now we will read about dietary fibers. For just a second, there are more examples of minerals and vitamins, which are iodine, calcium, phosphorus. These things has to be learned by you all, that which food contains what kind of nutrients. The question might come. Okay. Now dietary fibers क्या होता है? Dietary fibers and water. These fibers are called roughage. It is mainly provided by plant product. Means we get this roughage from plants product, like whole grain pulses, potato, fresh fruits. In these products we will have roughage in them, and roughage help us in the digestion of our food. Okay. And it helps us in constipation also. And again, water is very much helpful, because water helps us to absorb the nutrients from the food and passes waste material from one place to another, or the any kind of food material from other one part to other part. All these things help is done by water and blood. Okay. And our body is made up of 70% of water, so we have to drink as much as water we can drink in a day. Okay, at least 1 liter water, to at least 7 to 8 glass is a very minimum amount of water which we should drink in a day. Okay. Now what is balanced diet? A diet which contain all kind of nutrients is known as balanced diet. Means we should eat every kind of food so that we can get every kind of nutrients in a proper amount. The diet which contains all kind of nutrients in it in a proper good amount is known as balanced diet. Okay. So did you understand that what is balanced diet? You have to remember that balanced diet is a diet in which every kind of nutrients is present, so that our body gets every kind of nutrient, and we doesn't suffer from any kind of deficiency of any kind of nutrient. Okay. So here it is written, pulses, groundnuts, soybean, sprouted seeds, and are all everything are the food which provides us nutrients, many kind of nutrients. So our diet should contains every kind of food, and they are not also expensive. It's our regular need, basic need, which has to be done. Okay. And eating food in a right kind and a right amount is very important. Yani ki you should eat food by by just so eating food in a right kind is also good. You should chew it very well. You should not drink water between your meal when you are eating. It should be cooked properly, not more than it needed to be cooked, or not less. You should cook it in a proper way, but not that much of cooking so that the nutrients only get damaged by cooking. Okay. Now if you eat any kind of food, more than it is needed to be consumed. If you eat more fat, you will get obesity. What does obesity mean? Means your weight, your muscles will be much, what to say, it will be very high in condition. It means your weight will increase, you will feel laziness. This is called obesity. And if obesity increases, the chances of getting heart problems, cancer, everything increases. So eat every kind of food, not only junk food or not only healthy food. Take a break day and eat junk food also, but in a small quantity. Okay? Now, what is deficiency of diseases? Deficiency of diseases is if you have not proper amount of any kind of nutrient in your body, then it means you have less quantity of that particular nutrient in your body. Then you have deficiency of that particular nutrient. Then you suffer from deficiency disease, and then you have to eat more of that nutrient, so that your body could get that nutrient. If your body contains, like, for example, I'm saying this for an example, that suppose you have deficiency of vitamin A, it means that you have less vitamin A in your body. You should consume more food which contains vitamin A, so that your body can get vitamin A. And what does vitamin A helps to our body? It helps to keep healthy our eyes and skin. It is good for our eyes and skin. Now, can you understand what is deficiency disease? See here, it has been given that there are many vitamins: vitamin A, vitamin B1, vitamin C, D, calcium, iodine, iron. If you will have deficiency of these nutrients, then you will have this kind of disorder or diseases. So just care for yourself, eat every kind of food, so that you can get every kind of minerals and vitamins and all nutrients, so that your body does not suffer from any kind of disease or disorder. Okay? Learn this table 2.3, that which vitamin and mineral has which disorder and what are their symptoms. Okay? Balanced diet should contain every kind of food. You should remember everything as much as you can. In this chapter, what did we learn? If I recapitulate everything, then first of all we understand that what does food contains. Food contains nutrients. What are the types of nutrients? Which are carbohydrate, protein, fat, vitamins and minerals, and dietary fibers. What kind of what test we have done 3 tests, so that we could check which food contains which kind of vitamin, which food contain carbohydrate, protein, fat. What is another name of carbohydrate? It's starch, energy giving food. For protein, it is body building food. How does they help us in our body? What is balanced diet? What should balanced diet contains? And what are vitamins and what are minerals? What are the deficiency diseases? And if we would have any kind of deficiency of any nutrient, then what kind of diseases or disorder our body will suffer from? We learned these things. If you have any kind of doubt, comment it below. If you need me to solve this question answers and exercise, so comment below, I will do. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.